what does the digital bank of the future look like? And for this, I'll leave the floor to Dr. Leonie Lethbridge.
Well, first of all, I think I'd like to dispute the notion of a digital bank and another bank. I think if all banks in the future are not digital, then they're going to really struggle to exist. So what does that mean about us? What does that mean about banks? Well, it means that we need to be really excellent at providing brilliant client services that reflect very, very niche client expectations that day by day are being lifted by the experience of our clients as their lives become more and more digital and they're exposed to more and more really excellent digital services. So we better be very, very good at designing products that are great for our clients, number one. Number two, we need to be extremely good at providing or actually acquiring data as we're providing those services. So, and not only acquiring that data, but being able to manage it, handle it, package it, and derive insights and value for our clients from that data. Thirdly, we need to be very good at partnering, because some of the ways that at which we're going to deliver those extraordinary services and enable our clients to participate in ecosystems beyond which would be beyond expectations of a normal bank is going to take partnering. So as ecosystems, as I said before, potentially the e-commerce ecosystem, a telco system, a transport system, a financial services system, as they progressively collide, and they are colliding now, then we're going to need to find out and figure out how we can expand our service propositions to make sure that actually we're not shrunk out of those ecosystems. So as I said before, that has certainly happened in some parts of the world. So I think that, as I said, there won't be a distinction between a digital bank and a non-digital bank. It'll be a question about who's able to provide great financial services integrated seamlessly into clients' lives that meet their expectations and can continue to uplift the bar on the service that we're providing.
Thank you. Abdullah Al-Mehri, where do you see the future of banking going?
Okay, I totally agree with Dr. Leonie, but she used a very interesting phrase at the beginning in distinguishing between a digital bank and a traditional bank that is digitizing all these services. And also there is the distinction of the fintech. So I would like to see them as three groups. So if what's meant by this is the traditional bank and moving into digitizing all the services, I think it's a must and it's happening. And if you don't follow that, you're lagging behind and you'll be out of competition in no time, as maybe Dr. Leonie just mentioned. So it's inevitable, it's happening. And we at Beyond Bank, we believe in this, and we started investing in this way early, and we're proud of that. And it helped us a lot, it paid off. But we need to continue on developing that. Digital bank as a digital bank, if it's a purely digital bank, I cannot say I know the future of it, but it's happening, it's evolving. It's there. We cannot deny the fact. We created one digital bank, which is normal so far. Did those banks prove to be profitable soon? I don't know, not yet, because we all know we're following the many of the digital banks. Maybe yes, they started in creating revenue, but how profitable would that be? How feasible? It's yet to be tested and clarified, but it's happening, and we cannot deny that, definitely. Fintechs are fintechs. They will always complement and compete on certain services here and there, but not as an overall digital bank or a traditional bank that digitizes its services. That's the way I see the playing field, at least.
Wissam Mahmood, what would you like to add?
Well, I think it's going to be. I mean, if I should make it punchy line, I would say it's going to be a tech first, bank second, really, in my opinion, and that's really where it's heading, and it's heading. It's happening now. So the bank of the future should be able to. The product will be embedded in the ecosystem, as mentioned by Dr. Leone, and the ecosystem of the end clients in the corporate level as well. The workflow within the workflow of the end user and any corporates, there will be a requirement for funding, requirement for liquidity management, risk management, etc. The bank will be able to actually should be embedding themselves in that ecosystem at a treasuries level or at a telecom level, etc. So I think the bank will go outside its borders to provide services inside the walls of where the business is being conducted. That's happening already, or start happening. A product mix will be depending on market, but obviously a fintech player, fintech strategy would need to be deployed to actually provide quick product to markets, and that's already started happening. But I think the velocity of that will be significant. So we're talking about again shrinking from ideation to deployment and a record speed. And it's already some banks that I'm talking to, and the pure digital banks with the mature markets, they do multiple releases a day, from ideation to deployment, deployment to the digital apps. And that will be actually the name of the game. I agree with Dr. Leone again, in the sense that will not be a traditional bank. If you're not able to provide or collaborate and build your platform business, I would call it platform business, you will struggle to compete at any level. Your cost structure will be completely different, higher. The expectation from our clients will be that you are not being able to provide what they expect. So it's really, I would like to think, even tell my team, we are really need to think robustly as a bank, but we actually operate as a tech company, talking about speed and automation as much as possible, and we're heading that direction.